Alright, thank you to everybody who commented on this video. I read all of them and the longer ones multiple times. I think it's clear that people more invested in this channel prefer here to stay educational and stick to more cultural or historical stuff. If you didn't receive a response, it's not because I didn't see it. Most of the time, I just type halfway and delete my response cause I feel like I haven't thought carefully about it. Hence, this video. So, we're going to need to change things here. The short version is that the usually long videos will need to be a series of shorter videos. My videos will still try to be educational in some way, but I can't promise you that I will stop complaining. I may make another channel talking about more depressing stuff and it won't exactly be related to the stuff down here. So the recent videos like talking about anti-Singapore videos or Mr. Beast or complaining about news coverage around Trump, that's all going to the new channel if I make something like that again. Long version, I guess it's a certain kind of vibe. Some of the videos became a bit too negative. If I critique Genshin Impact, sure, maybe you learn a thing or two about game psychology and the lack of ethics. But it's not the same feeling of gaining a new wrinkle in your brain or an aha moment. On the other hand, something like the Meat Honey video feels a bit like complaining, but my brain did grow a new wrinkle. I believe the Wikipedia entry was edited by someone who saw my article, so it does feel like I'm helping the world and not just shouting into the computer. Something like the Cerberus honey cake recipe is honestly the ideal, but YouTube doesn't reward me for making these documentary-like videos, so I have to make some kind of balance by making upcoming videos a bit more clickbait or making more reaction type or fact-checking videos. Also, I think I want to try at least a few more Journey to the West videos. You might think it's very random, starting from food history then ending up talking about Chinese fiction. Well, it's actually not unrelated. Food was always just something to talk about the historical and other parts. If you read up on fettuccine alfredo and pasta al burro food history, for example, you realize that you can't escape the socio-economics and politics that caused these movements in culture and techniques. There are a lot of layers to understanding how fettuccine alfredo and pasta al burro came about. In the same way, Journey to the West has a fictional, cultural, religious, philosophical, and historical layer. Learning about Confucianism brings about another layer of understanding, and so does learning about the Ming Dynasty period. The exact themes aren't the same, but the vibes are the same. And I guess if I can't convey all that through my videos, it's just my skill issue. So to answer directly some comments, one commenter said they liked a few of my videos but couldn't watch the COT videos because it was difficult to understand. This is the kind of barrier I need to break down to make the content more accessible. A Chinese might appreciate the 1-hour deep dive, but someone unfamiliar would find that there are those 2 or 3 layers of barriers preventing them from understanding it. But I'm making these videos in English for a reason. So it's up to me to peel those layers. Practically, this means I might, for example, need to split the fettuccine alfredo into 2 or 3 videos. Just one section on the context for Italian-American cuisine can be a video by itself, and depending on the angle, I could perhaps have the idea of that one video be something like Italians are furious at American pasta, here's why they are wrong. Or something less clickbaity would be Italian-American food is Italian, fight me. Then after 2 or 3 of these kind of videos, there may or may not be a longer version that combines them. And I know you guys don't like it, I don't like it. When I asked whether you guys wanted long videos or shorter videos, 80% said longer. But I've tried for 5 years and the economics doesn't work out. I have to prioritize myself at some point. And it's clear the algorithm isn't going to adapt to my way, so here's the transparency if you ever start feeling like the videos on this channel became worse. But here's the secret. Making money from YouTube is actually easy, as long as you don't care about what you make. Shareholders and executives like to call videos content rather than something like essays or film. Because as long as the video contains something, it's good enough. That's why they call us content creators. Literally someone who just makes something to fill space. So as long as you either make videos around trending topics or pick a popular niche and you just constantly upload, the quality of the video really matters a lot less than the virality of the idea or the void in the space. This is super common in almost any creative medium. So for example, there is a flood of low quality isekai stories in anime, or think about whatever generic youth fiction and their adaptations. The YouTube equivalent would be like the low quality and AI videos on Journey to the West when Black Myth came out. Publishers like consistent, guaranteed profits rather than taking the risk of producing high quality products. And I tested this theory, not just using this channel, but also using another channel back in 2023. This Just a Fat Boy channel has a total lifetime view of 300,000 views over 5 years. In contrast, following my theory, in just 3 months, that experimental channel got 240,000 views. But of course, there's a reason why I don't already have 500 videos on Just a Fat Boy. So this brings me to 2 other comments. If there ever were a video that popped off and became a household name or reference countless times, would you rather it be a video about history and culture, or would you rather it be one about bitching and ranting? It does remind me about the Cherry Pie Guy saga, where the lead singer of Warrant, Jenny Lane, wrote a song in a single sitting just for the execs, and it became his whole identity, where he utterly despised and contemplated ending his own life. And another comment, I think you have to evaluate what uploading videos onto YouTube and views mean to yourself. Find a direction, stick with it, and be happy. Well, to be honest, I don't know. These 2 words, be happy, is really hard to achieve for regular people. I guess I'll add 2 more examples I just can't stop thinking about. On the other side, there is also Anthony Bourdain. We can't say for sure, but Bourdain at least looked like he enjoyed the topics he was exploring. Success for him became a sort of trap, despite doing what he loved. And we can never know why exactly he chose to end his life, but some of this culture and history stuff can be quite depressing. And in his position, there must have been a lot of pressure too. Then there is a vlogger I watch sometimes who uploads like 10 videos in a week across 3 channels. The views are maybe 10k per video, and the content is extremely disposable. It's honestly not the kind of thing I want to make, but I also can't help but admire how content he seems to be. It just feels very stress-free to not think about the consequences of what you're publishing or the factual inaccuracy. And well, I don't know where I'm going with this. So yeah, for now, I think I'll spam a few more Journey to the West videos. Maybe a sort of reaction review to some popular videos around. Thank you for listening.